Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Conneria here with some more Binding of Isaac. This isn't necessarily a video that I'm doing just to put up like straight away within the next few days. It's going to be a bit of a filler to have around just for when either I'm not able to make and edit as many videos, or I'm a bit sick and tired of playing through something. Cave Story comes to mind, still trying to get that Monster X killed there. But so I'm not too sure what to talk about in terms of subject matter, because all of it could be, whatever I'm talking about could be long gone by, done and over by the time this video comes out. But seeming how it's got to do with videos I might want to record in the future, I'll talk a bit about League of Legends. I'm not sure if any of you out there have played it. Brilliant free-to-play game, 5v5, champions. You pick from a list of champions that all have different traits, different abilities, and you try and defeat the enemy's base in as quick a time as possible, whether or not it lasts an hour or 20 minutes, it all depends on how the game goes. But at the minute, oh, what's this? Halo of Flies. Oh, awesome. At the minute, there's a competition going on. It's a pretty big competition. It's the World Championships for League of Legends. And yesterday, as of recording this, there was a bit of controversy amongst the fans of the game and the actual the whole competition itself. Let's see who we're facing quickly. Larry Jr. The cause for concern was all to do with whether or not, well, it started off actually as teams were there were two teams, CLG EU, Counter Logic Gaming Europe, and trying to commentate on a given subject and keep track of a game is something that I've not done too much of before. But what was I saying? Counter Logic Gaming EU and their adversaries. For some reason the name is escaping me at the minute. Oh, World Elite WE were playing the last of the quarterfinal rounds, and there were lots of technical issues causing the game to have to be remade, so a rematch happened, and this kept happening and happening due to what people thought was DDoS attacks at first, but Riot, the makers of the game, have claimed that it was hardware issues and they were trying to sort it. It went on for hours, a lot of people were annoyed, and the fact that in a 9-hour day when there was supposed to be one set of best of 3 quarterfinals matches and 2 sets of semi-finals best of 3 matches played, that within those 9 hours only, it actually blocked bullets, that's cool, only 2 full games from any of those sets were actually played. And after this, there was a lot of controversy over that. Twitter was there was like a storm on Twitter because of it. The hashtag LOLworlds actually ended up trending. People, once that calmed down a bit and they've rescheduled it for a later date, people started to pointing fingers at people who were supposedly cheating, and there's a huge thing on the League of Legends forums at the minute where people are, it's sort of like a split debate where it's Riot's fault for, okay, I'll explain the cheating a bit quickly. With a game like this where it's having a tournament, it's teams of 5 and they're sat next to each other, but separate, in a line, playing the game. They have to, because it's live, people do actually go to spectate, it's not just live online. you know, the people there have to be able to see what's going on, so they have a big screen set up behind the teams. None of the teams can see that big screen because obviously, you know, it would give away where the enemies were and what was going on at certain given times. But there are mini maps. These mini maps are, you know, made known to the spectators so that they can see, you know, a greater overall view of what's going on as well as what's being shown on the main screen. But from certain angles, these mini maps can be seen by enemy teams. They can see their opponent's mini map, and a lot of speculation as to whether or not certain teams were looking up at this at, you know, given times and this, that, and the other. Give it a YouTube search for, you know, if you want to see a few videos. There's respawned on me. It's not very fair. But, you know, there's times where the game had to be paused because of difficulties and teams were looking up there, and, you know, teams were accused of having no knowledge as to where enemies would be hiding, but were still able to hit them without having this prior knowledge, and the only explanation would be that they had looked up at the minimap. But the whole Charm of the Vampire, oh, nice little hairdo. The whole issue at the minute on the forums is whether or not it's Riot's fault, whether or not because they hadn't put the players in booths so they couldn't see these mini maps, or they hadn't put some sort of like ledge that, you know, they couldn't see past, so the mini maps were only viewable by the spectators there. You know, whether or not they should have done that or not, a lot of people are saying it's their fault, and that because they gave them the option and there's $1 million on as prize money to the winners, that it's their fault. But the other half, and the half I sit in, is the other half of the whole argument is that no matter how easy you make it, still using any means of cheating, especially in something that's, you know, it is a multi-million dollar competition they're in. It should make, and it's the biggest championship of this game. You know, it's the world championships. It's not just the regional or anything like that. It should be upon the players to decide whether or not they're going to abuse the system. No matter how easy it's made, it's their choice. No one's forcing their hand. No one's saying, hey guys, you have to look up here to win. And I don't see how people can not agree with that. I know it sounds very very arrogant, and I don't mean it in that sense, but the fact that people are saying that when there's $1 million on the line you'll do anything to win it, that's the sort of logic. I think that, you know, it's like, well, you know, there was multi-million dollars, multi-million pounds on the line, so I thought, you know, why not slash his tyres and have him drive off a cliff and end up in a coma? You know, because there's money involved. I know it's not as serious as actually, you know, harming someone, but how can you agree that just because money was involved and it's a big competition, that it's fine to go ahead and have some people be dishonest and benefit from it and other people not be? It's a huge argument that seems to be going on at the minute. Too much to get depantsed. Too much to get depantsed. Too much to really get into without, you know, without someone saying that, you know, you're taking one person's side too much. So I'm just wondering if anyone out there, you know, agrees, disagrees with me, what your thoughts are on that. Just because it's bombs are the key. Bombs are key. Oh, I get extra keys from how many bombs I had. Awesome. Health up. So, sorry, getting distracted. It's the first time I've tried to do a commentary in this fashion. But do you agree that because the organisers of the event, of the game, have made it so easy for the teams to cheat and get this advantage, that it's the company's fault, it's the organisers? Or do you believe that, you know, no matter who No matter what the situation is, how easy it is, it's all down to the honesty and whether or not, you know, you want to risk being caught. I believe it's all down to the players. No one else should be blamed other than them, especially when it's something as big as this. This is where, you know, these players are sponsored by brands. They carry the brand's name, and you know, they get the brand notice. They are representatives of the brand, including the Riot, the makers of the game. An example should be made of people who are sullying the names of those brands. This is the best of the best, and they're supposed to be ambassadors for the game, for the companies. And if at any point an example should be made of someone cheating to get ahead, this should be the case. This should be the prime time to make an example. I'm using this for the moon. Oh damn it! Oh, that took me to the special room. Okay. There's money on the line. There's a lot of reputation on the line. I don't see there being much of a two-sided argument, to be honest. That could be me being arrogant, and I hope that it doesn't come across that way. That is just how I see it. Especially at such a high level where these are supposed to be professionals who are getting paid, who are winning money in these tournaments and being ambassadors for the game and the companies. It shouldn't. There should be nothing other than an agreement that they have done wrong and they have to be punished. But that's my 2 cents on the matter of this. Whether or not you want to have a look into it, you want to give me breakfast, more HP. Whether you want to have your say on it, let me know what you think. Whether you think I'm an arrogant asshole who should shut his damn mouth, you know, that's maybe be a little bit nicer. I'm fragile. But, you know, feel free to give your opinion in the comments section below. I'll reply to any and all comments. Just even if you have no prior knowledge of the game, let me know what you think in, you know, a hypothetical situation of that magnitude, what you would do, what you think should happen. And if you haven't played the game League of Legends, by all means go to it. I'll actually leave a referral link down in the bottom. By all means, you can click that. You don't have to go through a referral link. You can go just straight through the website and download the game and get into it. It's free to play. You can spend some money on it if you want to buy like skins to make your character look better, or you want certain champions or earlier without having to play a lot of games to earn in-game currency to buy them. But definitely give it a shot. It's brilliant, and I will be hopefully at some point, once I can sort out my Windows partition, be recording some videos of that, hopefully making a few skits using it, not just actual gameplay, even though some of the games with Skype audio of us, me and a couple of my friends playing I think would be thoroughly interesting. Oh, I've got the shoot the whoop. Space to use. Oh shit, I thought it was like a passive ability. And the chariot. But yeah, so hopefully there'll be some of those videos coming up in the near future. But wow, I hope that whole little rant thing that I've just actually done is somewhat, you know, legible isn't the word that I'm looking for, but I'm hoping it's understandable. I'm hoping that it follows a path, and it's not just me randomly spouting off opinions then getting sidetracked, which I do a lot, and losing the train of thought and going off somewhere else. Yeah, I hope to do more videos in this sort of sense, especially with stuff like Mind Advisor, because once you've played it so many times, there's not so much new stuff that you can talk about in the game. But I do love playing it, and I do want to make more videos on it. Let me know, you don't have to, but feel free to let me know what you think of commentary style videos like this, if you want to see more, if you think I should shut my damn mouth and get the fuck out. Again, fragile, be careful with me. But now I guess it's back into the game. Oh, this is not the sort of situation I want to be in. Oh, that only works once. Q! Oh! I completely lost my fingering and pressed 1, 2 and W instead of Q. Well, I guess it's an alright time to end, seeing how the subject that I wanted to talk on had been wrapped up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this. I've been Connor, this has been The Binding of Isaac. Leave any comments about anything you want to below. Feel free to subscribe. Stay safe, guys.